Hi, this is Karen Gaines, your nonprofit finance guide. And today I am going to talk about the difference between a contractor and a W 2 employee. So, a contractor or a contract worker are individuals or businesses that are used to provide a specific service, and it's typically for a specified period of time. A W 2 employee is an individual that is hired to fulfill a role in a business or organization. So both, contractors and employees, they have their place in businesses and organizations. Neither is right or wrong, but you should, select which one works best for your business. And so today I'm just going to talk about the difference between having an employee and having a contractor. So let's get started. Okay, so here are some differences between an employee and a contractor. Okay, so you have scalability. With an employee, you typically just pay an employee a salary, either, weekly, every other week, or once a month. You pay them on an ongoing basis. Whereas with contractors, you pay for services as needed. So if you're in a time in your business where it's high demand and you need, more man hours, you'll use that contractor a little bit more and also pay a little bit more. But, if there's low demand or if you need less man hours, then you pay for less contracting services. Whereas with an employee, you're going to be paying that salary no matter what. Okay? Skill based. When you're talking an employee generally knows the job. They know what to do to get the job done. Contractors are generally experts at the job. With contractors, they typically see, or they work with other businesses, other individuals, and so they're going to see a lot more. Whereas an employee, they only see, what you have in your organization. So their skill base, it is limited. Okay. Pay. When you're talking an employee, you pay an employee a standard pay. Generally, you pay by the hour or a salary pay. Plus, you are paying for health benefits, health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, depending on what kind of business you are. And you also are paying payroll taxes. When you have a contractor, it is your pay is generally capped, but contractors are typically more expensive. You're gonna be paying a higher rate per hour, or just a higher contract rate period. Okay, and I guess depending on who you've hired and who you're working with, these two can almost kind of balance each other out. Because with an employee, when you calculate their pay rate, what you're going to pay them in salary, all of their insurances, their benefits, payroll taxes, it might just come up as the same rate as a contractor. Again, depending on the business. Next, we have removability. When you're dealing with an employee that needs removed from the organization, the business, there's typically a process that goes along with that. You generally have to get human resource involved. You may have to get legal involved. You have to make sure everything is, straight, your ducks are in a row before you fire or lay off an employee because the employee can come back and sue your business for unlawful termination. When you're dealing with a contractor, you can remove a contractor anytime you want. You don't have to worry about legal ramifications when you are dealing with a contractor. And that's assuming you have not signed a long-term agreement or contractor with the contractor. If that is the case, then, it is best to wait until that contract period is over, or, maybe ask the contractor if, you can be released from the contract early. Okay. Next one is availability. When you have employees, they are pretty much available anytime you need them. You can, adjust their schedules. You can tell them what to work on and what not to work on. They're available anytime, just about anytime, assuming you have, a full-time employee, and you can choose what they will work on. With a contractor, they may or may not be available to you, because contractors, a lot of them, they have other clients that they're serving. And so if, let's say you've not used a particular contractor in a while, and you call them up and ask them for, some help or for services, they may not be available. They may say, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you. So when it comes to that, availability, contractors are less reliable. Okay, next is turnover. When you're dealing with employees, they are typically present to do the job. They are less likely to quit or move on to another job, unless, they find a better opportunity, or they, want to advance in their career. That is definitely there. But for the most part, employees are going to remain on the job. Contractors, you may have to cycle through several contractors. Again, a contractor may be available for one period of time, but then if you need that same contractor a month or two later, they may not be available, and then you have to go and search for another contractor. So, with employees, you have, there's less of a worry of them just leaving the business. Workload. When it comes to workload, if you have employees, you can generally add additional assignments, add additional tasks without paying that employee more money. Whereas with contractors, you've hired them for a specific task or a specific responsibility. If you try to add more assignments to a contractor, they will likely turn around and say, that's fine, but it's going to be an extra fee. Okay. Now with an employee, you can only add so many additional assignments to employees. If you keep adding assignments, more and more assignments, they will likely get up and leave. They'll find another job and leave your business, which I've seen quite a few times in my career. All right. Next is loyalty. Employees, when you have an employee, they're more likely to be loyal to your business, and they will be part of a team. They'll be more gelled in to your organization, whereas a contractor, you're not going to find that type of loyalty. They'll come in, they'll do the job, but they're not going to just be part or be gelled into your business like an employee. Employees, they typically, they see each other every day, they'll talk to each other every day. Contractors, that is typically not the case. They come in, they do their job, they leave, they go to the next client. Okay? So hopefully you found this helpful. Again, there's no right or wrong answer for, if you need an employee or a contractor. It's based on what your business needs are. Okay? So let me know what you all think. Thank you for watching and have a great day.